Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing a very nice game between Fischer and Spassky from 1992 with Steven and Belgrade. The tournament had been played in two different cities. And this I considered one of the best games in the whole tournament. Something really interesting here happened. Very tough fight, missing chances from Fischer and very tough defense from Spassky. Really, really nice game. So let's just go straight to it. Fischer played e4, c5 by Spassky, knight c3. For the second time, we see Fischer using this system, which is actually Spassky's system. So he's playing Spassky's opening against Spassky himself. Knight c6, knight g2, and here Spassky played e5 instead of g6, which is usually been played. And Fischer here saw a hole on d5 square, and he decided to jump. And then knight g7, now knight ec3 to protect the knight, take and take, and then bishop e7. And Spassky is offering Fischer the pair of bishops. Like, I mean, you can take here if you like, and take here, or maybe even with the knight, and with d5 next. But Fischer is not interested in this. He knows that his knight is very, very strong piece. So g3, d6. Now the bishop is ready to go to the e6 square and take the knight off. Bishop g2, h5. And you can see Spassky playing a bit aggressive here. Like, you want to go for h4, take the pawn g3, exchange rocks if he can. But Fischer actually stopped him. h4. Also, although there is a weakness now happened in white camp, like in white king side. So if you want to castle here in this area, next, there's a weakness here in white, but also there's a weakness in black. So this is actually really double-edged play. Bishop e6, d3. Now the bishop is ready to go out. Bishop d5, ed5, and now knight b8 by Spassky. Preparing f5, knight d7, knight f6, putting some pressure on the pawn on d5. Now, what white is getting here is the pair of bishops. What the black is getting here is white has double pawns, one on d5, one on d3, and the bishop here kind of being blocked. But I don't think it's gonna be an issue because the bishop can go in on h3 if he wants to, or maybe can go to f3 and put the pressure on the pawn on h5. Anyway, f4 being played by Fischer. He didn't care about the weakness of his king side. Knight d7 by Spassky, protecting the pawn on e5. Castle. And look at Fischer, like he's castling while he has these three pawns over here in a weird shape, but no problem. g6, so Spassky basically protecting the pawn on h5 in advance from the queen, so he can move the rook later, or if you want to castle. Okay, rook b1 by Fischer, ready for b4 and open the queen side. f5, b4, b6. bc5, bc5, and now the rook file is being opened, but Fischer wants more, so he played c4, aiming for the queen to a4, castle, queen a4, bishop f6, rook b7, knight b6, and now the queen is under attack, so he cannot Fischer cannot take the pawn on a7, queen b5. And now rook f7, very good defense from Spassky. Now he's protecting the pawn on a7 by the rook. Take and take. Bishop d2 by Fischer. Now these kind of positions is Fischer specialist. Like, he really knows how to handle these kind of complications. Rook b8, queen c6. Look at Fischer, slowly he's getting in. Knight c8, very good defense by Spassky. Now we can see the bishop can come to a5 because the queen is gonna take him. You can also see the b5 has been open for the rook, and also the knight is protecting the pawn on a7. So Spassky did a lot of jobs in just one move, which is really good. Rook e1, so Fischer actually now putting pressure on the center. Knight e7, Spassky asks Fischer to move the queen. Don't stay here. Queen a4, Fischer is back, but he's attacking the pawn on a7. Queen c7. Look, Spassky looking for a slow game, but Fischer is looking for a really active game. So, and look at this position, like the bishop is ready for a5, he can actually come to attack the queen. And the queen also attack the pawn on a7. the rook can come to the b file, to b2 to b file, and also there's a bishop here on the rook, and Fischer between all of that he just played king h2, and this is actually an amazing move to see. Pretty much Fischer is ready to go to h3 to protect the pawn on h4 if he needed, and also keep the king away from all this action. So e4, bishop f4 by Spassky, putting bishop on the d pawn, bishop e5, and Fischer played a very good move, rook e2. So the rook cannot come here because the rook is actually gonna take it. And now we can see how Fischer powerful play is. If black took the pawn to bishop on f4 and e4, this pawn is not protected with this pawn anymore, so the king will jump to h3 just to give him a protection. Very nice play by Fischer, actually, it's really, really nice. Spassky played rook b6, king h3, knight g8 by Spassky, and this is the first serious mistake by Spassky. Spassky has to play rook b8 instead, and the rook has to be on this specific square, nowhere else. And you're gonna see the difference like in a moment. After knight g8, rook e5 by Fischer, very strong move. I think Spassky missed that. D takes e5, bishop e5, and here's the difference. If you go with queen e5, queen a7 check, and we pick up the rook. If the rook on b8 instead of b6, the queen will be protecting the rook. So the whole sacrifice doesn't work. So now Spassky is a pawn, Fischer is a pawn up. So queen e7, d6, and with d6 actually we're asking for Spassky the same question. If you take the queen, the bishop, take the pawn, and the rook on b6, rook d6, bishop d6, queen d6, and now very good move by Fischer. Bishop d5 check, and he's eyeing the knight on g8. So king f8, forced move by Spassky, and now Fischer picked up the pawn on a7, and he's actually a threatening mate on f7. This is actually amazing. Fischer playing actually with tempo in his hand all the time. Knight e7, and now check, king g7, queen b7, actually pinning the knight, king f8, and now Fischer decided to go for it, and he played a4, a very strong move. f4 by Spassky, a5 by Fischer, he's charging up the pawn, fg3, a6, he's really, really close to queen, like this is very dangerous now. And Spassky played queen f4, and threatening queen g4 check, bishop f3, knight f5, again queen h4 check is the threat, and queen e4 being played. Very, very nice play by Fischer, protecting everything. Now Spassky in a big trouble, really big trouble, and for that he just played, his last chance, g2. Fischer pick up the queen, black Spassky queen, another queen, and now bishop e4. This is the first mistake by Fischer. It didn't actually lead the game away yet, but it lose a lot of advantage. So here Fischer basically should go for bishop d5, and the idea to control these squares, of course, and also the queen cannot come to d4. And this is actually an important detail. And even if black want to go this way and come back later on like this, he cannot do that. This is the first thing about it. Now, what happened is, look at Fischer. After bishop e4, queen a1, Spassky is looking at the pawn, he wants to take it. Fischer played another mistake, and I don't know even why he's doing that. He played a7, sacrificing the pawn. Clearly, queen b8 check is winning very, very fast. And let's say after king g7 or wherever you want it doesn't matter actually. a7, and I have no idea how Spassky can survive this. There's no way to survive. Even if after queen f1 check, bishop g2, check, king h2, now what? There's nothing to do here. This check on g3 doesn't work because the queen actually is eyeing the g3 square, but I don't know why he did that anyway. It's just really weird. But a7, it's a mistake. Now queen a7, take the knight and the queen and the pawn, getting his pawn back. Now is actually more difficult to win. Still, white has a winning advantage, but now it's way more complicated. King f8, check, queen h5, queen c7, a fantastic move by Spassky. Check. Now Fischer with all these checks, like gave me a feeling like he doesn't know what he wants to do. Like he doesn't have a plan in his head how to win this. King h8, check, king g8, check again, king h8, queen d5. Now this is probably the safest way to play. Like he's attacking the pawn on c7, giving his king a chance to go to g4 and pushing the pawn to h5. But Spassky is really good in end games. He's really resourceful, and he here played a very strong move that makes Fischer lose his balance, in my opinion. He played a queen f7, very very strong move, sacrificing his queen, the only piece actually he's using. So if you take the queen, it's a stalemate. The king can go to anywhere, so you cannot touch this guy. So king g2, check, king back to h8. Look at Fischer, he's going back and forth. Again, queen f7 by Spassky, offering his queen for the second time. Check, king g4, check, 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 but attacking the pawn on d3, queen e4, and now here Fischer thought he's winning actually. I mean, now you have to take my queen, or I will take yours, and then that's it. It's an easy winning for white. And Spassky again, king h8. If you take the queen, it's a stalemate. No, so now what? King e2, you can take the queen. Queen d6, queen e3, check, 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 and the pawn h4 is gone. This is really weird. Again, Fischer should pick up the pawn on c5 with the queen and use his two pawns to try to win this, but he played d4, looking for something like this. If you know what I mean, if he can do that, and this is an easy one, of course. But Spassky, he didn't do that. He played king h7, and now Fischer here should take the pawn on c5 and move the king to the queen side, and with help of the queen, and just try to queen this. And this is actually winning for white. Instead, for some reason, he played d5 and putting the basha on the pawn on c5, which he actually could take before. So I don't know what's going on here. Check. King c2, king queen d6, queen g5, king h8, king d2, check, check, queen b5, queen c7, king c2, king f8, and Spassky is actually getting closer to this side, so which makes his defense easier. Queen a6, check, check, queen b5, queen c7, king a3, check, king e7, king c2, king d8, king d2, queen c7, queen a6, check, check, and a draw was agreed. There is no way to escape checks for Fischer. Really missing opportunities for Fischer. Like he missed a lot of chances, and Spassky played very good in the defensive side for black after missing that, playing his first serious mistake, the knight g8. I don't know what's going on here with Fischer, like how he missed all of these chances, but it's happened in chess. So if you lose a game or you made a mistake, like, don't feel sorry about yourself. Okay, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you later. Bye bye.